Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, Josh Allen. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. It's my boy Blue.
Oh, that's
do,
good.
do.
That one's elevating high.
like that?
You know, and
Okay.
that might almost be as good as my homies.
Okay,
It's
good.
gotten to that. So Simms homies,
Yes.
you know, they follow our account. Huge
Yes,
fan.
right.
He goes, I'm a huge fan, and mean no offense when I say this. The Josh Allen song isn't great. Big Ben is an all-time great song, so he
Thank
likes
you.
Big Ben. Nothing better than the Mahomie song. So.
Okay.
But Aru811
Right.
says, if you don't sing the Josh Allen song multiple times on the pod, I'll be very sad.
Good.
It's awesome.
Don't
So,
worry. I think I got to go with it. It just came to me naturally last night as
Yeah.
I, you know, honestly, as I was getting ready for bed.
Pete's come through. You ready?
Yeah.
It is Lovin' You by Minnie Riperton.
That's who it is. Yep. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if that Lamar one sticks. But I don't know. I kind of like the giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, Josh
That one's good.
Allen.
There's no doubt about that one.
Giddy
I'm
up,
sorry,
giddy up.
Simms homies. You're right
It's
about
my
a lot.
boy Blue.
That's a really good song. And
Thank
he
you.
was. And you give him a lot of credit because you think that the Bills overall, outside of Josh Allen, probably deserve to lose this game.
Without a doubt. They don't win this game unless they have Josh Allen or some quarterback of that nature, which is there's only like 3 of them on the planet. So, you know, that's Mahomes or Rodgers or, you know, Deshaun Watson right now. I mean, that's who we're talking about. It's that type of guy. But dominated it on both line, you know, line of scrimmage. They couldn't run the ball. Josh Allen was the only way they were going to run it. And really, on their touchdown drives, you know, I love their offense, but it you know, again, it just was whether it was pressure or people not open downfield against this Colts defense, it just didn't matter. He was going to make a play or fit it into a tight window or do something amazing. I mean, that's just really where, yeah, he throughout the game just made jaw-dropping plays. I mean, you know, and nothing is more like explanatory than what we saw at the end of the first half when the Colts have a chance to go up 13-7, and I still think they should have kicked the field goal to go up 13-7, you know, in that moment. But either way, Josh Allen scrambling to the right, the throw he makes to Gabe Davis on the right sideline.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me on that? And then a few plays later, he makes another just unbelievable throw running to the left to Gabriel Davis. You know, so it was just so many individual impressive feats by Allen. The game overall was concerning for me for Buffalo. It was too Josh Allen-centric, as I say with any team who goes through the quarterback too much. And, yeah, the Colts played better. The Colts played better. It's just the best player on the field was number 17 in blue.
Yeah. The fourth and goal from the 4. You think they should have kicked it there? They had a 3rd and goal from the 1 on the previous play. They tossed it out to Jonathan Taylor.
Out to the
so
edge.
we should probably talk about that one a little bit more because that, you know, you got that offensive line, you got Jonathan Taylor who's been on fire, and that was a good stop by the Bills on that play.
Yes.
Right there.
It was a huge moment, that whole moment.
And they still did have the 4th and goal play. He just overthrew Pittman by
overthrew it.
6 inches.
Overthrew it. And here's the worst thing about it. Because you look at it and you go, oh, overthrow, and he had a little pressure, right? He was fading away.
Yeah.
He had no pressure. The pressure was because of him. He put pressure on himself. He made the reason he had to throw the ball 30 yards instead of 18 yards. And if he threw it from 18 yards, he would have been in the middle of the pocket with his feet underneath him and not fading away to make the throw. Yeah, he had no reason to back up. I don't know what he was doing there. There was a 4-man rush. The edge rushers went really high and wide. If he just steps up, he's going to sit there, and it's going to be as an easy throw as it gets. He literally gave the defense ends the angle to get close to him. I don't know what he was doing. It's really rare. He's usually great in the pocket that way.
Yeah.
So he did that, and instead of throwing it, like I said, from maybe about the 12-yard line, he threw it from the 19-yard line fading away. And the ball got dropped on, like, the backyard line of the end zone. So it ended up being like a 30-yard throw. It didn't need to be that. That was a huge moment of the game.
Huge moment because, you know, they go 10 plays, 91 yards down the field, score a touchdown.
Yes.
Bills' first possession of the second half, field goal.
Right.
Next possession, touchdown. So it kind of got them rolling. But at the same time, I mean, I do feel like we got to give the Colts credit because I don't think we thought, okay, if they get down 14, they're over. They got to get the lead, lean on the running game. But no, they got down 14, and then go 7 plays, 75 yards, touchdown, and then 5 plays, 76 yards, touchdown with Nyheim Hines and a Doyle long touchdown. They had big plays. I mean, the Colts offense was big play offense in the second half.
The Bills defense was totally compromised in the football game. You know, it's something I wish I would have kind of explained better last week and maybe even had a little more foresight of what was about to happen here. The Colts have balance, and the Bills didn't know what to defend. They were stuck. They always have to protect their front because they are always in danger of being overpowered. But they couldn't go like overboard in protecting their front because Frank Reich and T.Y. Hilton and Phillip Rivers and them, they throw the ball a little bit. You know, they exposed them with about the same 3 pass patterns the whole day. It was a shallow cross underneath, and then it was either a slot corner route or a deep crosser who came from the other side and ended up right where that slot corner route. They attacked the same 2 areas in the pass game the whole game. It was about 15 yards down the field, just on the edge of the numbers. And if that guy wasn't open, he had a shallow cross coming open, and they hit them for a big play. It was the same throws all game long. But it didn't matter because the Bills had to worry about, oh, my gosh, we have to crowd the line of scrimmage. We have to stop the run game or they're going to steamroll us. I mean, to your point, to what you're just saying, it's 24-10, like you're saying.
24-10.
They ran the ball like it was the first quarter. They were like, we don't need to panic. Oh, they're going to play 2 deep safeties? Don't worry. We'll rip off a 20-yard run. I mean, so that's where the Bills were really compromised that way. And
they can't fix it.
They can't fix it.
They're not going to be able to fix it.
Their only thing I can say is, like a team like Baltimore, it's going to be a tough matchup again because you can get steamrolled, but there's not as much of a pass game to defend. So maybe you can play with and roll the dice on stopping the run a little bit more. That's where it really got dangerous for them. Phillip Rivers played really a pretty solid football game. There's not a lot to talk about. I'll say this, though. The play we just talked about with the missed touchdown on 4th and 1, and then when they had they drove down, and I believe that was when they missed the field goal.
First drive of the second half?
He had a slant on 3rd down. It might have been a touchdown. Wide open, Michael Pittman over the middle, and he threw it behind him. You know, those are 2 plays where I just go, man, this game's close. It's like you got to make that play. Josh Allen is making those plays. Phillip Rivers, hey, the 4th and 1, tough throw. I get it. That one, come on. That's day 1. I can hit that with my eyes closed. I couldn't believe he missed that throw. That was a big moment in the football game. Mm-hmm. But overall, it was a fun game to watch. But I'm a little concerned with the Bills, yeah.
And then at the end of the game, my final point for the Colts is that they had the choice. They could try a 65-yard field goal from Rodrigo Blankenship, or Phil throwing it 55 yards for a Hail Mary.
I know.
Couldn't do either.
He couldn't do either. You're right. Yeah, Phil threw it about 52 maybe,
I think he threw 52.
52, right, somewhere in that range.
It didn't get there.
The whole end of the game was a debacle, okay? First off.
Yeah, that fumble, not fumble. And,
that was almost a disaster for the NFL. To start off Super Wild Card weekend.
It was a fumble.
I don't know anybody that doesn't think it was a fumble.
The only thing is that if the defender's foot was touching.
And it wasn't.
Yeah, that was the only thing that was kind of close.
I agree with you. But then they ended up showing a few clips from the side where you went, oh, nope, see, the foot didn't touch.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. That is crazy. But I'm glad the right team won that football game. But, yeah, Buffalo's got, a challenge. We knew that the defense wasn't great. I didn't expect the Colts to dominate them the way they did.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that. But I've just, Josh Allen, again, the 4th and 3 jump off sides, at the end of the first half.
Yes.
It's just everything is Josh Allen. Oh, and then we get down towards the red zone. We got to run Josh Allen because we can't even run our damn running back and get in there. He is phenomenal. And even the 4th quarter touchdown pass to Diggs, this is where he puts so much pressure on you. And you've heard me say this before, like, we talked about it earlier this year with like Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf. Like, you see one-on-one, you can't let teams get away with that. You got to throw the DK. Josh is the king of, like, it's one-on-one on Diggs, I'm throwing it to Diggs. I'm not letting you off the hook. You're going to have to do something to stop him. He had a play there where it's a 3rd down, the Colts blitz. He's got 2 guys on the left where he could probably just throw it. They're open. They're going to get the first down. But he just is like, no, you're not playing man-to-man against one of the 3 or 4 best receivers in football with a guy named T.J. Carey, who's on, his second or third team this year, that he wasn't going to let that fly, and I love that about him.
Yep, they got the win.
My boy,
so those are the 3 games.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.